name's Lee Sanderson. I work at the Mid Yorkshire NHS Trust. I work in the IT technical team, which is part of the IT department. We provide software and hardware support. I've worked here since 2015, April 2015, and in the month October of that year, that's when I went for my assessment. I had an idea that I was dyslexic from basic things such as writing assignments at school, struggling with the punctuation and grammar, writing things as I said, as I would say then to a person. Also reading books back to front, reading the wording back to front in sentences. So, it has affected me a lot. In my previous job, I kept getting pulled up on it for writing emails to important people, which were just basically how I'd say them and not in sentences if I were writing some instructions to a customer. I have struggled through, and it's been partly my own fault. I'll take ownership of that I should have gone for an assessment sooner. But at the time, everywhere I looked, it was a lot of money for one. And in the end, I did a search on Facebook and I found the Dyslexia Association UK in Sheffield. So I contacted them. I went for the assessment there, which cost me £150. And I definitely recommend the person there, Jill Riddle. She was absolutely brilliant in telling me each area of dyslexia that I'm struggling with. She said I was dysphonic dyslexic, which basically I struggle with the sounds of words and also the grammar and punctuation. And she was brilliant. She recommended pieces of software to have installed at work, things I could change in my own personal life. Anything you could mention, it was brilliant. She provided great support after the assessment as well. If I just wanted to ask her a question, she'd come back to me and tell me the answer. I couldn't fault it, it was brilliant. And a few examples of things, what's been put in place since I was diagnosed. Dragon Dictate has been installed on my home and work computer, Read and write software again installed on my work computer and laptop. Both are a great help for writing emails. I have to write instructions to customers about how to access different things, what we use within the trust. I tend to read words back to front. So when I'm reading a sentence, I get them wrong. But with the yellow overlay what Works provided, that's basically eradicated that, and it's really helped. When if I've drove to a car park, because the machine only says things in a small font and in a white background, I did struggle with that, and I did used to ask either my partner or my parents for help with that, for them to read it basically, because I struggled with it. But then I started taking my yellow overlay, and that really helped with that aspect of things. And things like if I'm reading instructions at home when I'm cooking things, I used to forget things. And that was one of the things what Jill mentioned to me about memory. If she, on the assessment, she read some numbers to me backwards and forwards, and when I did them backwards, I really struggled, and I did at the time break down into tears because I felt really silly at time. And just basic mathematics, when people if people ask me them off the top of their head, say, Lee, 5 times 12, it would take me a bit of time to process the information. And in my work life, my work colleagues have been really sometimes supportive, but also they do loads of patience with me, because say for example they run through how to do something and it takes 5 or 10 minutes to do that. I have to have somebody explain something quite a few times before it sinks into me, and they do get a bit upset or lose the patience, and I lose my confidence when that happens, and I do get a bit upset about it. If somebody approached me for advice, thinking that they may be dyslexic, I'd first of all gain the information I need, which is i.e. the symptoms, what they may have. If I were confident that they may be dyslexic, then I'd point them either to Jill or another provider who could provide the assessment, and maybe advise that work could help with the cost of that. I paid £150, which is a snip for the assessment itself, and the report, what they provide via email in a Word document. That I provided to my line manager then, and they put the recommendations in place. So if a member of staff came to me about a similar thing, I'd go through the same process with them and direct them to the same person or a different person. If it was confirmed that they were dyslexic, then I'd do all I can to try and help them get the recommended adjustments in the workplace.